America's Top 10 with Casey Kasem. This week, The Pretenders.
Middle of the road, trying to find me.
Nena. The Statler Brothers.
I'm sure missing you.
And we'll tell you how to enter our Top 10 video contest with more than $15,000 in prizes. Plus, our exclusive review of the Top 10 on Billboard's Pop, Soul, Country, and Album charts for the week ending March 4th, 1984. Now, here's Casey Kasem.
Thank you and hello again, everybody. Welcome to America's Top 10. Let's turn to the Billboard Pop Singles chart. Now, last week, the #1 song in the USA was Jump by Van Halen. Is it #1 this week? Let's find out. Debuting at number 10 with their third Top 10 hit is Huey Lewis and the News, I Want a New Drug. Slipping a notch to number 9 is a woman from Washington, D.C., Shannon, and Let the Music Play. Up a notch to 8 is the first of 2 British groups in our survey, The Police, with Wrapped Around Your Finger. Leaping in from number 12 to number 7 is a man who was in our Soul Spotlight last week, Rockwell, debuting in the top 10 on the pop chart with Somebody's Watching Me. Falling 4 notches to number 6 is the recent #1 smash for Culture Club. Their first #1, Karma Comedian. At number 5, the song by John Lennon from the album Milk and Honey, Nobody Told Me. Climbing a notch to number 4 is a superstar from Gary, Indiana, Michael Jackson with the title song from Thriller. At number 3, newcomer Cyndi Lauper with her answer to a question boys have been asking for years. Girls Just Want to Have Fun. At number 2 is a band named for their lead singer, Nena Kerner. Nena and 99 Look Balloons. And holding at number 1 for a second week, our bass player Michael Anthony, drummer Alex Van Halen, guitarist Edward Van Halen, and singer David Lee Roth. Van Halen has the hottest song in the USA with Jump. Now, our Pop Spotlight song of the week. It's an anti-war song inspired by a Rolling Stones concert in West Berlin. The song was written by Carlo Cardrus of the German group Nena, and he told us that not long ago he saw the Stones perform outdoors near the Berlin Wall. At one point during the show, the band released a bunch of balloons. Carlo said he watched as one of those balloons drifted over the wall to East Berlin. He began to fantasize about how that one balloon might be mistaken for an enemy plane, how the East Germans might fire at it, and how the West Germans might fire back. In his imagination, he saw the entire world consumed by war, all because of that one balloon. Carlo says the message is simply not to let little things grow into big things that can no longer be controlled. In our Pop Spotlight, here's Nena with a song inspired by that one balloon, 99 Luftballons. In our Pop Spotlight, that's Nena with 99 Luftballons, a video directed by Bert Vanderveer and produced by Jesse Winkleman. Up next, get those pencils ready. We'll give you all the details concerning our America's Top 10 video contest. And in our album Spotlight, the first rock star in history to be featured on the cover of the official publication of the Salvation Army. On the Billboard album chart and run down the hottest sellers this week. There are 2 LPs in our survey with numerical titles. At number 9 is Yes with 90125. At number 3 is Van Halen with 1984. And this week, Michael Jackson holds on at number 1 for his 31st week. That ties the Fleetwood Mac Rumors album for the most weeks at number 1 by a rock act. The most popular album in the land is Thriller. Now, our album Spotlight song of the week. It's by the first rock star in history to be featured on the cover of the official publication of the Salvation Army. What was Chrissie Hynde of the Pretenders doing on the cover of the Salvation Army's war cry? Well, in the video of a Pretenders song called 2,000 Miles, Chrissie performs dressed in a Salvation Army uniform. And to the Salvation Army, that was good public relations. A spokesman for the Salvation Army noted that in the 50s, Gene Simmons wore a Salvation Army uniform in the movie Guys and Dolls, and that Chrissie Hynde is the first entertainer to use their uniform since then. Well, this week, Chrissie Hynde is in our album spotlight wearing the uniform of a rock singer. From the album Learning to Crawl by the Pretenders, here's Middle of the Road. Now, let's take a look at the top of the Billboard country chart and run down the hottest country hits in the land this week. Up a notch to number 7 is the duo of soul and pop superstar Ray Charles and country superstar George Jones, together for the first time with We Didn't See a Thing. And climbing into the number 1 spot for their very first time on the country chart, a band who hit number 1 on the pop chart way back in 1978 with the song Kiss You All Over. Exile has the biggest country hit in the nation with Woke Up in Love.
Woke up in love with you. Oh, what a beautiful day.
Fight Song of the Week, Elizabeth. A video directed by Steve Womack for Jim Owens Productions. Now, time for our trivia question. A viewer in New Jersey wants to know what's the longest song to ever hit number 1 on the pop chart. Well, the song that holds that record was a song that coined the term, The Day the Music Died. Now, let's answer our trivia question. Carol Akhtar of Toms River, New Jersey, who watches the show on Channel 5 in New York City, wants to know what's the longest song to ever hit number 1 on the pop chart. Well, the song that holds that record, Carol, was so long it took up both sides of a single, running a full 8 minutes and 28 seconds from beginning to end. It was a song that coined the term, The Day the Music Died, referring to the death of Buddy Holly, Don McLean's number 1 smash, American Pie. And there's your answer. American Pie is the longest song to ever hit number 1 on the pop chart, running a total of 8 minutes and 28 seconds. Thanks for writing in, Carol.
And because America's Top 10 used Carol's question, she'll receive a portable radio and Winsong perfume. So soft, so romantic, he can't seem to forget you. Your Winsong stays on his mind from Prince Machiavelli. And a hairdryer and Soap Pure, a new soap you could like better than your favorite facial bar. Incredible? See for yourself with new Soap Pure for softer, smoother, silkier skin. And a Kenwood stereo system. Now great sound is affordable in a matched stereo system. The Kenwood Spectrum Series. Kenwood, the next step in sound.
Well, that wraps up our show for this week. Now join us next week for exciting performances by John Lennon, Huey Lewis and the News, and Survivor. Till then, keep your feet in the ground and keep reaching for the stars.
Learn how to make your pets behave and see the latest in kitchen equipment.